Hey, welcome to Behind the Velvet Rope. I am Kevin. This is kind of a part two because I ranted and raved. I needed to calm down. It's the rise of the machines. It does upset me, but apparently we have questions people have, so we're going to answer those questions as best I can. And now that I'm calm, I just have one thing to say. If you've ever installed Cover Jock or a robot in your bar, you. It's awful. It's horrible. It's a sign of the apocalypse. It's cats and dogs sleeping together. It is a nightmare scenario. It's the same as eliminating jobs anywhere with robots. Not good. Do not eliminate human interaction. Meanwhile, Matt, my producer, keeping me from ranting and raving too much.
I've never seen you so upset before, man.
Dude, this is serious to me. This is an attack on an industry that I've dedicated 35 years to.
Yeah.
I'm very, very passionate about it. And I know people, the novelty. No, fuck your novelty. Your stripper robot doesn't even have nipples and doesn't have a head. It has a weird camera that's, by the way, sending pictures of you tipping the robot to your friends and coworkers so they can laugh at you.
Yeah, looking at it right now, they are terrifying, man.
Yeah, that's a horrifying look. I mean, a Cylon in a bikini would be better, frankly. And they're creepy and kill humans too.
I don't see the sex appeal on it, though. I mean, I'm looking at these pictures now on Google. I see, but how, there's no thong, G-string? What would you call it? That you can put the money into. Do they pick it up off? Does the robot got to lean down?
Maybe they got a little Hoover vacuum cleaner or a vacuum in the VIP that sucks. I don't know. But
it's like a Coke machine. You just kind of slide the dollar in there.
Yeah, but the thing is you look at it. I mean, and I told people in the last episode, I'll tell them now, Google that image. If you find it attractive, seek help immediately.
I just don't think you can. I don't know how it's...
I've been in the bar business a long time. There's a fetish for fucking everything. I mean, there are fetishes that are... You go on the internet and do a Google search for any type of porn, you can find it because there's a fetish for it. I've never heard of a robot fetish. I mean, I've seen cartoons where people had sex with Transformers and cars, but that's different. Still a fetish. But this is just beyond creepy.
So is the head, is it a camera?
I don't know if it's a camera or a spotlight. I mean, they didn't put a lot of effort into the head, but not the rest of the body either. If you look at the image, again, I'm a nipple guy. I'm a breast guy anyway. I work in topless bars.
Yeah.
These are going to horrify me under any circumstances.
But, all right, so right now, if you're just listening, we're looking at dancing robots, and it has a big, like what you would see outside of Walgreens or something, the big security cameras. That's its head.
That's its head.
And then the body is actually separated, and the bottom half looks like a urinal almost. Look at that. It looks like something you could pee in.
You could almost pee in that, and it's kind of has a butt, sort of. There's a suggestion of a butt. There's a suggestion of cleavage. Again, no nipples, and that bothers me on a deep and personal level. But I don't see how anybody would find it possibly attractive. If you have a robot fetish, again, seek help.
Look at this, dude. Look at that. That is fucking terrifying.
It is terrifying. That's the rise of the machines. This is Terminator coming to get you. Death to all humans. They're coming to take us out.
Wow, dude. Well, what about lap dances? I mean, how would that work?
Well, I'm sure the robot can't leave the stage. It looks like she's anchored to the pole.
And you sure it's a she?
Well, I don't know what the robot identifies as.
Oh, dude, look at this. Look at this. So that's what you have.
Yeah.
And this is what you're going to get.
It's like a before and after photo.
Whoa, dude.
When we had civilization, when civilization died.
You think it's ever going to get to a point where robots are tipping robots?
I'm not sure. That would be when we're at the cashless society and the Bitcoin geeks have taken over the world.
Like robots are actually... oh, my God. You know what it would be like? Futurama, Bender. Did you ever watch Futurama?
Oh, yeah. I watched...
And Bender would go to the strip clubs?
Maybe in the year 3000, that'll be a normal thing. But then again, there'll be three-eyed, monsters in there. And
right there, dude, look.
Sasquatch.
Robots dancing to robots.
Yeah, there you go. And throwing money.
Oh, what a good reference, dude. Yeah.
There you go.
Dude, that is crazy. And
But here's the deal. Even Bender's strippers were a lot less creepy. And here's the thing. They have interaction. The robot you see on the stage, there is zero interaction other than it filming you on the stage. They have sort of a head. There's not a camera pointed at you.
I think that's what freaks me out.
Yeah, the head is probably the worst, most terrifying part of the whole thing. It really is.
Because if you look at some of these, they're not the stripper ones, but I just saw it earlier. One of them actually had a face and arms and, fingers.
But here's the thing. If you're going to go to a club...
look at this. Why can't you... That's a robot. Why can't you put that thing on stage?
Probably cost differences.
You're right.
But here's the deal. If you're going to go all the way to Vegas That's where the club with all three, the robot DJ, robot bartender, and robot strippers are. A block further down the road might be the Spearmint Rhino or one of the other clubs. World-class adult entertainers. They'll do things on a pole. They'll do things that will shock you, stun you. They will entertain you. The robot has 3 moves, and they're pre-programmed in, and that's what it is.
Do you think it gets mad if you don't tip enough? Like, does the robot, like, turn away from you? Like,
Probably not. Probably they're emotionless drones. But here's the deal. People
well, then I'm not tipping.
People go to clubs for human interaction.
Right.
And that's the thing. You want to talk to the dancer. You want to talk to the bartender. You want to BS with the doorman. You want to talk to your buddies while you're there. And frankly, all you're going to do is sit there and stare at the robots and be scared. You're like, okay, if they change their mind, none of us are getting out of here alive. I've seen this movie.
Yeah, well, I guess you wouldn't have to worry about taking one home.
Yeah, well, for a small fee, they'll put it in the back of your truck. Well, but it's that thing probably weighs 400 pounds.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Lap dances, you can't get one.
Yeah, you get crushed to death during a lap dance.
Yeah, your whole pelvis.
Which can happen at some small bad bars, but
I was gonna say, and then the day
you want the human girl to kill you.
Yeah.
But now, we have any more questions about the robot? I mean, to me, the robot bartender is almost as bad.
Actually, I'm okay with that one.
See, I am not, because I want to be able to tip the bartender an extra $5 for a stronger Jack and Coke.
Oh, you're right.
You can't tip a robot for a stronger Jack and Coke.
It doesn't matter how much you tip.
Doesn't matter.
They're going to give you this much.
You're going to get exactly what's programmed into the machine.
Oh, man, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I mean, and I know how to tip a bartender where my drinks taste better than Joe Blow down the end of the bar because he's not tipping. And also you're not going to get faster service. If you're a good tipper and you're at the bar, the bartender's going to come back to you quicker. The bad tippers are going to get skipped over until it's their turn. But the robot doesn't care if you're a good or bad tipper. It's just going to go, you, next, input here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at this thing right now that says robot strippers. Well, let me pull it back up. And the future of sin.
Well, see, sin is a little bit of a judgmental biblical thing, and that's not something that the gentlemen's clubs need to worry about most of the time. Because, we've got enough off-duty reverends and priests in there hiding out anyway from their flock. So, we've got sin covered. But even the most kinky Baptist preacher that's going 2 towns over to go to a gentleman's club where his congregation isn't going to want to see a robot.
Well, let me push back on this. Now, what if you go to one that has the humans and they say, well, you're supporting her drug problem or human trafficking?
I've been in the bar business. I've been in the bar business for 35 years, and I've worked with way more PTA moms and Little League coaches on stage than I have people being trafficked or cokeheads or meth heads. Here's the way it works. Most of them, when they say, I'm paying my way through college, guess what? They really are paying their way through college. And that's the way that works. They're paying their way through college. Or single mom had crappy taste in men, and guess what? She's supporting herself and her kids by working 25 hours a week in a gentleman's club versus working 70 hours a week somewhere else and never being around her kids. So, yeah, the pushback on that one is, and human trafficking, it does happen. But any reputable club is on the lookout for it, and they help the girl being trafficked, and don't have them work there. They get them help. They get them their passport. They get them either back to their country or into some program that can help them.
Yeah. Well, what about the people that feel awkward around women, and they, would that help them, the robots, maybe? I'm just playing devil's advocate right here.
They can stay home and play Twitch and be gamers for all I care. I mean, the people that are awkward around women that don't want to go watch a robot, yeah, that's a niche. That's a fetish. But it's not worth having an entire club where you've eliminated 70 jobs for the dancers, 15 jobs for the staff to have robots.
Dude, I know we got to wrap this thing up, but there are a few more questions, man.
All right,
should we do a part 3 maybe at sometime in the future?
In the future, we'll definitely do a part 3 if we don't all get killed by the robots.
Yeah.
If they don't come get us, because now that I've let the cat out of the bag that the machines are rising, I'm probably a target. My Hyundai will kill me on the way to work.
Right.
Some microchip thing. But hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me rant. There'll be more podcasts coming, of course, Behind the Velvet Rope. As always, like and subscribe, and please comment. And especially comment if for some reason you actually like the robot stripper and don't think you need therapy, because I want to hear from you.
Yeah, if you have any questions, too, about future episodes that you would like Kevin to talk about, any questions to deal with the whole gentleman club industry,
no subject
leave them
off
in
limits.
The comments.
Anyway, folks, class dismissed.